Hey, welcome back to Bull Bear Trader. That's the B and B stands for. All right, so now today for this video, I'm gonna go over Ciena for tomorrow earning, broadcom, docusign, and lululemon. And then a couple one crowdstrike and MongoDB from one of the subscriber and ex-follower. So let's get started. All right, let's first take a look at Ciena. Okay. So what do we have here? Okay, so we got a sharp drawdown and then another sharp rally, almost 100%. About almost 80%. Okay, so what do we have here? So, we got oversold. Spring is good. So right now, like motor stock, the train chain already. And what's important is this. You got a reversal signal. So tomorrow, let me see. So before open. So today did put in a reversal candle here. And also due to oversold. I'm thinking with this gap right here and another gap right here. So I'm thinking a pullback will be big. I'm talking about at least about 10%. So right here at 75.50. So 75.50. Okay. You can see this right here, here, and here. So it is important. Another one is here. At 67.46. So let's make it 67.50. So I expect a pullback for Ciena. All right, next will be broadcom. Wow, look at this. Thing is made all-time high. I bought when it was 150 something, and it went up to 180. I sold it, then did not look back, but wow. Okay, so let's see what is it. It went back even higher than previous high, all-time high. We can see overbought, another reversal. So you can see it's open here, went all the way up to high, and then closed here. So in a way, it did a pullback almost, it's not as bad, but it's almost like this. You see that? A doji, right? Or a similar one would be right here, this one. So if you see, especially when it's overbought and it put a it's almost like a topping signal, reversal signal, we will have a pullback. Where we'll pull back, I'm thinking at least here, right here, 235. Why? Because of the last high. Next will be this gap at 209. So we got these two, so I'm expecting a pullback. Right? When you go into earning with making new time high, overbought, most likely a pullback. So 236. As low as 209. Just make it 210. So another pullback expected. But this is just my prediction. If it get crazy earning, it might go up more, just like Nvidia and Meta. So yes, this is just my prediction. That's the most likely outcome. Next would be Lululemon. A little bit oversold. You can see this. So this is what I learned, and it occurs a lot, right? So when you see the gap upright, whenever there's a gap, it will refill it. It's a matter of when and not if. And then you can see it tried to, let me put it right here. You can see it tried to reach to this level, the previous high. Also over here is the gap, right? So we know it's an important level, but it couldn't reach to this level. Okay, and right now it's already overbought. Some might say, oh, it got a blue flag. It did. That's why it rally up. So here is the resistance. Most likely bigger resistance than here, because it went from here down to here and just bouncing back, closing this gap. And you see this gap right here. I forgot to mention about that gap. I think that is even bigger than this due to the gap theory. So this one, you can see this gap right here of this candle. There you go. So basically, it gap from here down here, gap again, then it went up, closed this gap, and then it just closed this gap. And right here is a perfect place for it to pull back due to recent rally and oversold. And you can see the strength is, even though is the price is higher than this, but this right here is lower than here, so the strength is not as strong. Oh, okay, that's so. Let's get it. So now, where will be the next target? I'm thinking about here because of this candle right here, and of course here at 296. So I put 303. An expected pullback target, and then we might see a bounce, or we're going to come back here and close this gap at 283. So 283 is another one. I don't think it's gonna go that low, but you never know. We got 3 pullback. Next is docusign. You can tell that I don't really follow this one, but let's see what's going on. So the trend broken, it went. Let me draw you real quick. So previous trend, right? So it's been bouncing. You can see this is also shoulder, head, shoulder. So inverse head to shoulder, you will see this, right? Not that overbought. It's not really a bull flag. So what's next? Let's quickly draw and see. You can see how beautiful it is for a chart. People might not be believing how it is, but you can see it bounce pretty nicely. So came up, came down, bounce, broke out. It almost trying to test this, but because of this support, it bounced off. So now for docusign, wow. Oh wow, it is crazy. Let me see the bigger picture. See what's going on. So this is the full picture of docusign. It was from here, went all the way from, let's say 100. No, here 65 all the way 300. Fell down all the way to 40 bucks. Sideways for almost 3 years. Now starting to come back. Okay. So now, let's see what's going on. So I'm thinking due to this, right? I think with good number, it will go to 107. Only when the number is really bad, it's not that oversold, so it might come back and test. Let's say right here is $80, $81. Let me zoom in more. So down target would be 81, but more likely I see a bounce up to at least 99. Okay, so 99 and 107. You can see it bounce already above this. It's a good candle. Momentum is good, not overbought. With decent number or good, I'm pretty sure you get to 99 or even 100, no problem. 103, no problem. As high as 107. But with bad outlook, it might come back and test this trend line. It was resistance, now gonna become a support. So if it come down here, I expect a bounce again. So that's for docusign. Next is MDB. MDB. So Lululemon was the Twitter follower. He asked me, so it's a pullback, my friend. What about this one? Okay, this is interesting. So you can see it bounce off right here from previous low. So now it's kind of like the base. We look at a bigger picture. Okay. So in a way, this level is good. It's not that bad. There's so many gap at earning, right? Most like a gap each earning. And so we got a drop, a rally, a drop, a drop. Well, let's see what's going on here. Let me zoom in a little bit. So current trend is lined up perfectly, right? Another one is right here. Okay, so this is interesting. Not that overbought. Okay, right now it's right at the resistance, but you got a head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulder. This is the shoulder, this is the head, and this is the right shoulder. So this inverse, where does it go? Most likely here. This is the gap. So this is the previous gap down, right? And this is what I learned, which is pretty cool. And let's say you measure the top of the head down here. Okay, whatever it is, you take it and you place it, boom. Maybe I put it a bit too far. And guess what? It's right at the green line. So, due to the head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulder, and here, this is perfect time for it to come back and close this gap. So, I'm thinking it'll go up. Most likely it will come up to here, 231. So we got 231 and 250. So decent number, good number, we will see that. Unless we get something really bad. This is 50-50 because we got the, I would say, midterm resistance, which is very powerful. When we got the inverse head and shoulder. So these are the opposite. Inverse head and shoulder, more likely to go up. For the trend resistance, down. So right now I would say it's a 50-50 chance. It's 169 is for the lower level. Only when the number, the outlook or the number are not that good. All right. So my friend, this one is a 50-50. And then Lulu is most like a pullback. CrowdStrike. So CrowdStrike, I did the video a couple days ago. I expected a pullback, and it did. It went down as low as 446. My prediction is 430 because of this right here of a test. So it might not be done with the pullback yet. So we will see how it goes. But now it got about 6% pullback. I would say another day or two down to about 445, right? It might bounce. And then let's say it bounce and then pull back again to test this 430 last low. That is most likely. Let me see. This is W in a way. So the length is fine. You know what? It could be go as low as this. So 385 maybe a longer term pullback. 430 is I would say a short term. I would say give it a couple weeks. This week or next week. 385 will be a longer term just because of the W. Most likely it will test the middle of the W, where it lie kind of coincide with this and this and the whole thing right here. Excuse me. So for CrowdStrike, a pullback is healthy and this fight is still very overbought. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Please like the video. If you like this video, drop a comment on my YouTube or on X, Twitter. All right, thanks. Have a good day. Bye-bye.